Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. This video is going to be a very short summary of the book, The 4 Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. Now, this book outlines 4 very simple but profound principles that can help you achieve freedom, love, happiness, and peace. Now, I've read a lot of self-help books, and I will admit that a lot of them say the same thing. But the 4 Agreements gives us 4 very simple principles that can be applied to everyday life. In fact, I've got the 4 principles written down on my wall, just in case I need a reminder. All right, let's dive in. All right, so number 1 is be impeccable with your word. Only positivity. Words are incredibly powerful. They have the power to create or destroy. This first agreement teaches us to use our words with integrity. Say what you mean what you say, avoid gossip and self-criticism, and use your words to spread truth and love. Now imagine this scenario. You're working with someone and your coworker makes a very big mistake on a project. Now, instead of gossiping about it with other people, you can offer them constructive criticism so they can improve in the future. By doing this, you're building trust with that person and you strengthen your relationship. In the long run, this is better for both of you. Now, our words are incredibly powerful and they can shape our reality. If you tell yourself positive things, you are going to have a much more positive life. This is quite a deep topic and I'll make more videos about this in the future. But long story short, if you tell yourself, my life is depressing, I have lots of problems, well, that's the life you're going to live. And on a subconscious level, if you tell yourself that everything will be fine, I'm happy and healthy, then your life will be positive and healthy. Now, I'm not saying that you have to be positive 24/7 or fake positivity, but you can reframe every scenario that you come across into a positive one and move forward from there. So principle number 2 is don't take anything personally. What other people say or do towards you is a reflection of their reality, not yours. This principle frees you from being a victim of other people's opinions. The frame that I use in my everyday life is I am happy and nobody can change that. Essentially what I'm doing here is not giving other people the power to change my emotions. Imagine this is an angry person and they're hurling all this negativity towards you. It's up to you whether or not you accept these arrows of emotion, right? You see them for what they are, you don't take it personally, and you move on. Imagine that you're stuck in traffic and the person behind you is honking at you very angrily. Instead of getting upset or honking back, you can remind yourself that their reaction is about their stress, not your driving. So just let it go and stay calm. Don't take anything personally. Your life goes on and you create your own happiness. Principle number 3 is don't make assumptions. Sometimes we fall into the trap of thinking that everyone can understand us or read our thoughts. This principle reminds us to avoid assumptions, especially about other people. Instead, ask more questions and communicate more clearly. Everyone sees the world differently in their own unique way. So ask more questions instead of making assumptions which are probably going to be wrong. Here's an example. Imagine you send a message to your friend about meeting up and they don't respond for a few days. In some cases, we might assume that they're ignoring us or something happened to them. Our mind instantly goes to these worst case scenarios, but I'm sure you would agree that 99.9% of the time, these assumptions are wrong. Maybe they had airplane mode turned on their phone, or they were taking a break from technology for a few days, or maybe they just missed your message. So as long as you don't make these crazy assumptions, there's no hard feelings, no drama, and life goes on. And principle number 4 is always do your best and enjoy the process. So this last principle ties everything together. Always do your best. Of course, your best won't always be the same. It depends on your energy, your health, and your circumstances. But if you can be honest with yourself and say that you did your best, you can avoid regret and self-judgment. Now, imagine that you're working on a presentation after a long day. Instead of aiming for absolute perfection, be very realistic with yourself and say, I've got this much energy left and I'll do my best with what I have. The result may not be flawless, but at the end of the day, you will know that you gave it your all. Do your best in your current situation and don't push yourself to extremes. Enjoying the process is much more important. So there we go. 4 principles, 4 agreements to improve your life. Be impeccable with your word. Don't take anything personally. Don't make assumptions. And always do your best. These are simple, but can be life-changing. Apply them consistently and watch as your life transforms. Now, if you want to go a little bit more in depth with these 4 agreements, I do recommend that you actually pick up this book and read it. It's very short, very easy to read, and It explains the concepts in more detail. Whenever I feel anxious or sad or a little bit sorry for myself, I think back to these 4 principles, and actually usually one of them offers me a solution or a reason to feel better. And that's the end. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be making more videos like this because one of the main reasons is I want to get better at speaking on camera. So this is my first video and we'll see where it goes. Have a good one.